it's such great words that you chose there. You know, rewriting, coding, this operating system. I believe, like, one of the things I say all the time is, like, our brain is kind of the filtration system and the operating system, how we get to experience, and it's being rewritten and programmed every day, whether or not we're in control or we're aware of it. So are you going to do the things to take the steps and be and take charge, take the driver's seat of the programming? So I know this is a lot of the work that you do inside the Lion's Den, and you talk about it in your book. And, you know, obviously you had to go through kind of rewriting your own story and figuring out what it was you really wanted. So, you know, what do you do with your clients, or what's kind of your formula, you know, to rewrite that past, but then also to get really, really clear on what I want moving forward in the future? Like, how do you kind of get that process started?
Well, that's a very lengthy, we'd have to have a multiple hour podcast on it, and most of the time be face-to-face. But you said something in there that is really the key. And I have asked millionaires this question. I have asked billionaires this question. I've asked literally 10,000 people from stage this question. And it's one of the most difficult questions for a human being to answer. The reason I say this, and the reason I know this, is because I was asked this question by my first coach, and it took me almost a year to answer it. And the question is, what do you want? Sounds really simple. What do you want? Well, I want more money. How much more money? Like, I want freedom. Well, I have the freedom to fucking stab you in the eye with this pen right now. There's repercussions for that. What do you want? And what I have found is that most people have no fucking clue what they really want. So the guy that's working the 60-hour or the $60,000 a year job, blah, 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 blah. You ask him, what do you want? Well, I want more financial security. What does that mean? Well, I want to make more money. Why do you want to make more money? Well, because, you know, I'm worried that I'm going to lose my job. Why are you worried you're going to lose your job if you're getting this check every 2 weeks, whatever? Well, my boss is an asshole. And all of a sudden you start drilling down, and you don't want more money. You just hate your fucking job. You realize that, like, you're not interested in other pussy and other women. You just want to be able to connect with yours. And all of a sudden, like, you start realizing, like, holy shit, I might not know what I want. And that is one of any man listening to this right now. If you want to know how to radically alter your life, you do two things right now. You write that question down, put it in your phone, put it on a piece of paper, fucking tattoo it on your forehead, write it on your bathroom mirror. So when you wake up every morning, you're walking by, you're looking at your freaking self in the mirror, you're taking a piss, whatever it is. I literally ask myself that question 1,000 times a day. I'm driving down the freeway. I get cut off all the time. People look at my Lamborghini and they give me the finger, they think I'm an asshole. And I'm like, what do I want right now? Do I really want to fuck with this guy, or do I want to make it to the gym and work out with my buddies? That question will literally change the course of your life. And the second thing that you need to do is you need to get around people that won't allow you to lie. See, I'm the type of man, and you've seen me through social media and this, that, and the other. When I ask that question, what do you want? And people are like, well, I want to be happy. Most people in your life right now, if you're listening to this, would be like, I do too. Come here, let's hug it out. What the fuck does I want to be happy even mean? What does that even mean? It's a superficial, airy-fairy, literal, meaningless expression.
Well, it's not any fun. It's like, it's just the one emotion. Like, I want to experience all that. I want
money.
I want happiness, joy, sadness,
right.
anger. I want to experience the full spectrum.
Exactly. And here's what's interesting, man, is when you really start drilling down on this question, you're going to find some wild shit. You're going to find some wild shit. And here's what's the differentiating factor between an average guy, or a guy who might not even be average, who's like depressed, and somebody who's really fucking clear and really happy, is the guy, as he starts drilling down, who's really happy and who's really doing well, he is not afraid to tell you the truth. I was asked this question and it took me a year, and I realized, you want to know something? I don't want to work. I don't want to work. You ask a man right now, like, which would you rather do? Be on the beach with your kids, playing for fucking the rest of your life, or in a fucking cubicle? Every single dude who's honest would be like, I'd rather be on the beach. But you ask the average man, what do you want? Well, you know, I want to put in an honest day's work, and I want to be able to build. Fuck that shit. I don't want to work. And it took me a year to answer that question. So I was like, all right, if that's the case, then how do I become a multi-millionaire if I don't want to work? That means I have to reverse engineer life. And so I literally have made an entire business around lions, not sheep, helping people do what I didn't do for 20 years in a career, which is I built my life first, and then I built a business to support it. Where what we've been programmed to do and what we've been taught to do and what we've all been doing for 20 plus years since we were 18 years old is working our fucking guts out, trying to figure out how to have life, trying to figure out how to have fun, trying to figure out how to be a husband and a father and a leader and a minister. And we fucking can't figure it out because we're not willing to tell the truth. That question, man, will radically alter the shape of your entire life. It'll radically alter the direction. And one of the most important things that you can do is to be around people that won't let you lie. So when you say, I want more money, they don't just go, that's great, me too, high five. Next question. What does that mean? How much more money? Why? When?
Yeah, it's like getting clear on what you want. That's got to be the starting point. And if you're struggling with discipline because you don't find yourself like not doing the things that need to be done, well, I believe discipline is giving up what you want now for what you want most. But you can't know what you want most unless you've asked that question. So if you're not doing certain things that need to get done, it's because you don't understand how those things fit into the bigger picture.
Discipline's not. I love what you said, and I've heard it 10,000 times. Let me put something else in your pipe to smoke.
Yeah.
Discipline is just keeping your word. That's it. Discipline has nothing to do with the future. Discipline has nothing to do with sacrificing now for later. Discipline is one thing and one thing only: keeping your word. I will get up at 6 a.m. I will go to the gym 7 days a week. I will not eat sugar. Those are declarative statements. And all discipline is doing one thing: keeping your word. Somebody who doesn't have discipline is a fucking liar, period, end of story. Because we all have alarm clocks. We all get up. We all get the same 24 hours. All discipline is keeping your word, period.
I love that. I love that so much. I'm gonna put in a pipe. I'm gonna put it in my pocket and I'm gonna use it later on.
Dude, the thing is there's a lot of, and this is just you and I chopping up the shit right now. Like, there's so many books that have been written, man. There's so many coaches and so many things and so many ways, and this 8 steps to this, and this 3 steps to that, and 9 steps to this, and 11 steps to this. And it's like, look, man, like at the end of the day, you and I both know that to have greatness takes a lot of fucking work, period. Okay. It's just what it is. Not everybody's meant for that. I hate to break it to you, but not everybody's meant for that. Most people listening to this don't have the discipline to fucking get up on time. They just don't have discipline to keep their word. And that's just a real statement. I ain't trying to knock anybody. Everybody has the same possibility and the same opportunity. They just don't take advantage of it. But the real truth is, like, if you want greatness, you're going to have to do really hard shit. And while you're lying and playing small, how the fuck do you expect to do hard shit? My wife and I, man, I'm 42 and I just got remarried. I got remarried 6 months ago. For all intents and purposes, I'm the ultimate bachelor, right? I'm single. I'm halfway decent looking. I got a pretty nice bod. I drive a nice car. I got a big business and all thing. I should just be that male gigolo that has all the fucking issues and just fucks hot chicks all day long. Well, the cool part is I do get to fuck a hot chick. It's just my wife. The reality is, like, I'm with a woman where we speak openly and candidly about everything. And people say, oh, you're lucky. It ain't luck. I built it. I built this. And every man listening right now, well, my old lady this and my old lady that. Fuck you, bro. Quit being a fucking pussy. Quit being a fucking pussy. You're more beta than anybody else out there running around with a pink fucking vagina hat on saying equal rights, equal rights. Fuck you, bro. Like, it is your responsibility to navigate the course. It is your responsibility to speak your fucking truth. I tell my wife all the time, I could call her up here and I wouldn't even need to coach her on this. I don't care about feelings. I care about truth. Our relationship is not based around the emotional connection. It's based around truth. It's based around honesty. And I tell her this all the time. I'm going to say things, and I'm not running around like a dickhead just whipping out dumb shit. But I will never sacrifice truth for your feelings. I will never sacrifice truth for your feelings. And most men listening to this right now, you're way more in your feelings than you're in your truth. I can't tell my wife that because she'll fuck you. You're the one lying. No wonder your relationship is shit. Well, I don't want to like go out there and get to hustle and the grind. Then don't be surprised why you're making 50 G's for the rest of your life, bro. Well, I got a bad back and I got a bad back. Everybody's got a bad fucking back. We all got bum ass knees from who the fuck knows what thing back in college. We're all fucked up. My knees sound like popcorn and I'm ripped as shit. What's your excuse again? Just stop lying, man. Straight up, just stop fucking lying. Tell the truth. Like, sit down with your woman and tell her the fucking truth. Sit down with your children. You look at yourself in the mirror and be honest. Be radically fucking honest about what you want. And watch what happens to your life. Watch what happens to your income. Watch what happens to your body. Watch what happens to your sex life. Watch what happens to all of it.